light workers, hello my Asia here, welcome to my channel, and today I want to share with you guys about the Stellium Handbook by Dana Cunningham. And this Stellium Handbook, it speaks about a group of people who were born in between 1988 and 1994. And they're known as the Stellium Generation. And what a stellium is a stellium is having 4 or more planets in a certain sign on your natal chart. So that's 4 or more planets in a certain sign in your natal chart. And there's some other rules as opposed these planets has to be other than Mercury, Venus, or the Sun. So I'm a Sagittarius stellium. Firstly, I'm a Sagittarius stellium with Uranus and Saturn both at 29 degrees Sagittarius, Mars at 22 degrees Sagittarius, and my moon at 0 degrees Sagittarius. And also I have my Neptune at 9 degrees Capricorn in my 10th house. And the rest of my stellium is in my 9th house of Sagittarius. Also, I have no suns and moons in my lower houses. So let's just get right into it. The Uranus-Neptune conjunction in Capricorn, Sagittarius, also known as the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction in Capricorn, as Uranus supports Saturn and Neptune supports Jupiter. So you'll either hear it speak about either the Uranus-Neptune conjunction in Capricorn or the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction in Capricorn. So the Stellium Generation, or those who were born from 1988 to 1994 with 4 or more planets in a house on your natal chart. This group of people that was born between 1998 and 1994, their soul group is said to be revolutionary, according to Dana Cunningham in her Stellium Handbook. And something about this phenomena of planetary body alignment happened twice in recent history. In 1307 and between 1307 to 1320 and 1820 to 1850. In the 1800s and the 1300s, the energies were like the same because there was a revolution in consciousness, so to speak. So I'm just going to share a list that happened in 1307, between 1307 to 1320, and also between 1820 to 1850. So between 1307 and 1320, consciousness shifted and there was a new way of seeing things. People's perception changed on how to calculate time. We invented the calculation of days. In the 1800s, between 1820 to 1850, there was a new way of building foundations occurred. Cement was developed. Also, there was a change in healthcare and treatment, and antibiotics were developed. So we're in this time where we're going to experience these kind of conjunction in 2019 between Neptune and Uranus. And so as you can see, the energy is somewhat the same, because if you're looking at now in 2019, the energies as it relates, people are thinking about better ways of living. For example, healthcare, how we heal ourselves, the methods of treatment that we had in the past, all of that is being looked at and reformed, so to speak. So there's a new way of healing coming in, has been here already, but it's not in the collective, so to speak, but it is coming up. So the 1998 and 1994 Stellium Generation is said to be mystics with a whole new way of doing things, may it be creating, work, entertainment, to even how we live our daily lives. Also there I want to go before, because I will be reading what does a stellium in the 9th house and 10th house mean, but before I just go through this. So one of the downside, it is said for these group of people who were born between 1998 and 1994 with stellium on their natal chart. It is said that if these individuals are not kept busy, it can lead to addiction, which is so true, because I'm speaking from experience with myself. If I don't keep myself busy, because my awakening started in 2012, I started waking up. I've been awakened since some time, but I'm just coming out. So yeah, if I don't channel my energy with my creativity, I'll find that I will do everything to diminish my energy. And usually these things that I use to diminish my energy is not so much, it's not that it's bad for the body, but it's not one of the most healthy choice, the stuff that I use, and that's really smoking cannabis. So I smoke, and to deplete my own energy, I do that. So the truth is, if these people are not kept busy, it can lead to an addiction. Not saying that I'm addicted to weed, to cannabis, maybe I am, but I don't think so, because I'm not like a chain smoker. I just do cannabis to calm my mind because it's so active sometimes. But yeah, so it is said that if these individuals are not kept busy, it can lead to addiction. So my darlings, please keep your energies flowing by being constructively busy. Focus on your passions and your creative skills and ideas. The upside for these stellium people is that many of these individuals will be the inventors of new inventions. They will be revolutionaries in regards to creativity, bringing more futuristic things here on Earth, in our 3D realm. And most of these people are here to take up a vocation within the spiritual sector, so to speak. For example, become spiritual teachers, meditation gurus, in politics and stuff like that. I'll be reading soon from the actual Stellium Handbook from Donna Cunningham. So most of these people are going to be spiritual teachers and leaders, mostly due to the Neptune's position on their natal chart. So pay attention also to where Neptune is located in your chart. So right now I'm just going to go ahead to read about what to expect from a 9th house stellium, because I'm a 9th house stellium, and I'll go into the 10th house because I have my Neptune within the 10th house. So I'll be sharing with this video, guys, the link for the Donna Cunningham's Stellium Handbook, so you guys can actually look to see if you have stelliums on your natal chart and read about what it means for you guys, whatever house is in, we're 1 to 11th house. So let's get into what to expect from a 9th house stellium. The sign Sagittarius and the planet Jupiter are naturally connected to the 9th house. People with a strong 9th house, like the Sun, Moon, or several planets there, often share the Sagittarian focus on higher education and seeking answers to life's bigger questions, which is so mean. I got scholarships when I was younger. I turned them down. I started my degree and I quit college, and here I am today studying spirituality, philosophy, and everything to answer the big question about life. Given several planets there, at different times in your life, you might be preoccupied with religion, even with world religions, philosophy, law, or publishing. And that as well, I write a lot, so I will be publishing a lot of books in the future. A lifelong student, but a teacher at heart. for me. You're likely to wind up teaching some of what you've learned in your areas of interest when you reach a point of mastery. Unlike a concentration in the third house, which often relates to a casual or brief study on a variety of subjects, the ninth house specifically depicts coursework towards a degree or certification that leads to employment or at least employability. No guarantees today, given that the career related to midheaven and the 10th house following immediately. So this is saying that it depends on what happens in your 10th house. So I'm a 9th house stellium, but I have Neptune in my 10th house. And Neptune is important in this Neptune-Uranus conjunction that will be happening this year. Getting an indication is an important concern with a stellium there, yet the planets involved may show that it's a complicated issue. Having a moon in the 9th house often indicates a mother who placed a high value on education, and pushed hard for her children to get one. With Uranus in the mix, education could be interrupted or happen in spurts, perhaps even involving independent studies, which I did. In part, this could be due to the person's unconventional beliefs and interests, as well as rebellions against traditional academic authority. I'm a rebellious one, darlings. Saturn in this house could symbolize delays or difficulties, perhaps due to financial hardship or family responsibilities. Pluto or Scorpio planets, they often correspond to resentment towards people who are better educated and thus have better career opportunities. Darling, I'm over it. Either Pluto or Saturn, however, can indicate the perseverance and the commitment needed for an advanced degree. When one of the slower moving planets transits the 9th house, it's very often seen people go back to school, no matter what their age. No matter how old you are, Saturn transits through the 9th house, often showing going back to school for a career advancement. And as I mentioned about Saturn transit here, I just want to say to you guys, when you're going to do, for these people, this group of people who were born between 1988 and 1994, it takes 28 years for Saturn to return to that location where it was when you were born. So your Saturn normally returns at the age of 28, and this is when you usually start to take form in whatever career you want to pursue, or to know your purpose, or to follow your passions, so to speak. So that was just something I wanted to say about age 28. Your Saturn returns to the same location where it was at the time when you were born. A concentration of planets in the 9th house may also convey that teachers of one kind or another have powerfully influenced your life and belief system. Depending on the sign the planets involved, these may be spiritual teachers rather than academic ones. And my spiritual teacher, she's like, go tip her, send you love, darling. The type of influence, whether positive or problematic, is described by the planets. Saturn in the stellium can indicate a mentor. I have Saturn in my stellium. No doubt a tough one who expects lots from you. Pluto or Neptune can show that these relationships take difficult turns because of murky motives or codependency. I don't have Pluto nor Neptune in Sagittarius. My Neptune is in Capricorn, Pluto is in Scorpio. So my motives are not so murky, I guess. Maybe. Anyways, a stellium in the 9th house also frequently correlates with an interest in foreign countries, with a strong possibility of travel or involvement in foreign trade. A 9th house moon often shows coming into your own by traveling, studying, or living abroad. And this is something I did. I was squeezed in a ball by the universe, lost my home, everything in Jamaica, and I left Jamaica. So I left Jamaica in 2013. I now live in France, and yeah, my level of consciousness has augmented since I came abroad, and there's a lot of factors to talk about that, and I will make another video about that, about the access to information and how information flows and how some areas in the world the information is limited and stuff like that. So yeah, and I'm gonna just give you a few things to kick your ninth house stellium up a notch. And these are for people with a ninth house stellium, Sagittarius, or in a ninth house, wherever your ninth house is. Take a refresher course to update skills for your work. Take a month to reread those favorite books on your shelves. Reread an inspirational or self-help author who helped you through a bad time. Write to or about a teacher who brought out the best in you. Do a gratitude list each day for a week, a month, or more. Pick a spiritual practice and do it daily for a week, a month, or more. List 10 things you firmly believe, then write why they might not be true. Attend a service for an unfamiliar religion or one you no longer belong to. Watch the travel channel or a travelogue about a land you want to visit. Learn a foreign cuisine and read bestsellers from that country. Plan for and make a pilgrimage, if only in your mind. I've been planning a lot of pilgrimage now. So there it goes for the ninth house, and now I'm just going to read careers associated with the ninth house, Jupiter or Sagittarius stellium. So the careers that may be associated with these people who have a stellium in Sagittarius may be college professors and other important teachers and mentors, ministers, spiritual teachers, gurus, motivational speakers, philosophers, authors of inspirational books, lawyers, judges, publishers, editors, import-export representatives, employees working abroad, people and business from abroad that touch your life. A travel agency, it can be a tour guide, travel writers, translators, interpreters of foreign languages. So yeah, that's it for the career choices. As well, there may be more, because I find with these people who have their stellium, born between 1988 to 1994, it has been a trend, and I think this is from my personal experience, because when I was younger, about when I got at the age of 25, I was in this depression, not knowing what I want to do with my life. At the age of 25, even at the age of 27, I still didn't know what is it I want to do with my life, what career paths to follow, and stuff like that. But I kept meditating. I learned to access my personal information through my meditational practices, and things were revealed to me. And funny enough, it's so synchronistic that there was this girl on the internet who was talking about the Donna Cunningham stellium conjunction in Capricorn, and this was months ago, like a long time ago. I made notes, and now I just want to share my take on it, and most of the information I have here is just like a summary from what that girl said. I remembered it and I wrote it and I'm sharing it with you guys. So you can go and look up the Donna Cunningham Stellium Handbook just to get a guide if you have stellium on your natal chart. So most of these people is said to be emotionally depressed. We're not wanting to do the same thing that has been happening for years. For example, we're not emotionally not willing to go to work a 9-to-5 job like others. We are more inclined to be creative, to access our creativity, create new ways of doing things. So we find that a lot of these people are going through depression, not knowing what is happening, not knowing what choice they want to make, what they want to do for a career. So this Stellium Handbook by Donna Cunningham can be used as a guide, or can be just used to let you understand more of what is happening to you, because the truth is there's no better guide than your internal guide. So get connected, guys, to yourself. So I think that was it about my stellium handbook and the stellium conjunction with Uranus Neptune and the Uranus Neptune conjunction in Capricorn and Sagittarius, which is happening this year 2019, and it's a alignment of planetary bodies. I think there will be 5 planetary bodies alignment. And when these planets align, what happens is that these planets are like relays. They relay information, light, so to speak. So when they're in a complete alignment, that information from higher realm, it has less work to do to get to Earth. So when the planets are fully aligned, it's a direct relay of that energy. So it is more potent. It will reach a lot of people in a lot less time. So that's what this alignment is really about, because these planets are actually like cell towers that relay information and stuff like that. So when they're aligned, it's just that information that is coming will pass directly through all the aligned planets, and it will hit Earth with more potency, so to speak. It will be more potent. So there you go, guys. Thank you guys for coming to my channel, and that's it about the Capricorn Stellium Generation and the Stellium Handbook by Donna Cunningham. Namaste, peace, over and bye for now. See you guys soon.